What's up, my dudes? Yee! Today we have a very special vlog for you guys, and we wanted to give a quick shout out to our Ronix boys, Nick Rappa and Jake Plot. They had a contest this past weekend in Colorado Springs, and they both killed it.
Awesome job, guys. Another shout out to our girl Allie Weber. It is her 20th birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yee! Happy birthday, Allie. Hope it's a wonderful day. Guys, today we had an awesome vlog planned, but thanks to some friends of ours, it didn't happen. They all kind of bailed or couldn't come. It's all good though. Sometimes that happens, and we just gotta get over it. Cross the friendship bridge. Anyways, guys, today is a special day. It is Pass the Handle Day, and we will explain more of that now.
Every day I spend my time drinking wine, feeling fine, waiting here to find the sign that I can understand. Yes, I am.
So every day I spend my time drinking wine, feeling fine, waiting here to find the sign.
Wakeboarding, along with many other things, has allowed me to express myself in a new way. Like Danny Harf said, it's the constant pursuit of progression that we chase after.
Wakeboarding for me really shows what the meaning of true progression is, because you can always get better, you can always throw tricks harder, and there's always room for progression. Growing up, I never felt like I really fit in with the other girls, and once I started wakeboarding and had such a great example of female riders, it gave me such a great sense of belonging.
Although wakeboarding is a one-man sport, it's really shown me how a family should be, and how I'd like to raise my family. Looking after one another.
Supporting one another.
Pushing one another to become better and better.
So we encourage you today to pass the handle.
I'm Mitch Niskolke, 21 years old, relationship status, single. So it all started when I was like 8 years old on the old Liquid Force board here, and I could never get up. Started to not like it, thought I'd just stick to kneeboarding and tubing the rest of my life, and then luckily like 2 years later we got the CWB 125, probably a little too small for my body type, but I still rocked it, and that's where I started to progress and kind of find a like for wakeboarding. And then as I grew up, we decided to get me in this board. Shout out to Marine Products for all the hookups for these boards. But yeah, so I started to really love it on that board. Started to get more pop, more hang time to progress on tricks and whatnot. And then I left for 2 years, and during those 2 years is when wakeboarding kind of took off in the world. And as I returned, I started riding the Elk Bandwagon XL. Again, shout out to Marine Products, shout out to Ronix for making some rad boards. But yeah, and since then I've been grinding and doing my best to step up in the world of wakeboarding. I feel like there was a combination of people who passed the handle to me. One was my dad and Dow Hale. They really were the ones that started pushing me, and then all along has been my dad. Although he isn't the greatest of wakeboarders, he's definitely supported me in passing the handle to me. And the riders that have influenced my riding the most, I'd have to say number one is Rusty Malinowski, because he showed me that a guy with my stature can still throw down. The other ones are just the legends: Parks, Sean Murray, Eric Ruck, and these newcomers are just throwing down big time. And so, yeah, those are the guys that passed the handle to me for sure.
I am Kate Siniskalki. I am 19 years old. I'm also single. I was 12 years old when I first started wakeboarding. It was on that old CWB board, and I hated it. I couldn't get up to save my life. It was just horrible. I had no good experiences. We were actually in Lake Powell, and I think that was the very first time I ever got up, and I just loved it. It was super scary, and I was still so young, but I loved the idea of wakeboarding. And then about 2 years later was when I got my very own board, which was the Liquid Force and just a Marquette board, and I loved it. I loved the colors. It was pink. It was so cool. Marine Products picked it up for me. It was one of their like demo sales, and that was the board I very first cleared the wake on. I will never forget being in Lake Powell, and I was done. Had ridden for like 10 minutes straight, and I was just exhausted, and I went to get back in the boat, and Mitch just took the board and threw it back at me, like hit me in the face. Just I think I started crying, and he was like, "No, you got to do one more. We're not leaving until you clear the wake." So I cut out as hard as I could, came back in, hard charging the wake, and I cleared it. And that was the moment that I really just fell in love with wakeboarding. And I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna stick with this thing, I love it. And then when Mitch left, it was super hard for me to like know where I stood with wakeboarding, because he'd been like that main motivator and the person that like pushed me the hardest. And so he was gone, and I didn't really know like if we'd even go out in the boat. Like, he just provided so much work for the boat. And we kept going out, and that's when I got my very first Ronix board. It was a 1/4 till midnight, and I was obsessed with it. I got to meet Parks and Danny. Danny actually like set up my board for me, and I was just in such shock. And that summer was when I first started riding cable, and I progressed to cable so fast, and I loved it so much. And then that next year at the boat show, again, they hooked it up again, and I got the 2016 of the 1/4 till midnight. That was a super fun board, and that was when I really started to progress at boat. I had ridden with Sean Murray one time, and he just showed me a whole nother like level of wakeboarding, and showed me like it needed to be fun. It wasn't about how many tricks you could land, how much air you got, like that didn't matter. It was all about having fun, and that was when I just like wanted to go pro so bad, was after I met him. And now I'm on the Limelight 2017 board. This board is totally different than the 1/4 till midnight, but I love it. Like, it's a perfect boat board, and that's what I've been focusing on more. And just everything about it, I love. The pop's amazing. The rocker on it's awesome. The color on it is so sweet. I love everything about it. People that passed the handle to me, so the number one person was Mitch. Without him, I would definitely not be at the level I'm at today, and I would have never even wakeboarded. Every single time I go out, he's the one there, like, getting me to try new tricks, like pushing me to do new stuff, and he's always like there to pick me up when I can't do it. And for pro riders that have done it, the first like pro rider that I was like obsessed with was Steele Lafferty, a little crush on him. And one of the videos he did, I think it was the Red Bull video, I just loved everything he said about it, all the stuff that was talked about with wakeboarding, and that was the one that like really hit me hard. And now today riders that have influenced me a ton, Taylor McCullough for one. I've done some clinics with her. She's awesome. The legends again: Sean Murray, Parks Bonifay, Danny Harf, and I have always loved Shota Tezuka's riding. He's just a little skinny guy, so it gives me hope, and he just can tweak everything so hard. He's an amazing rider. So today is July 23rd, and it is Pass the Handle Day. I doubt lots of you know what that is unless you are wakeboarders like ourselves. So basically that's just a day where if you can get out, you want to get out and teach somebody who has never ridden before, has never been on a boat, never wakeboarded, never anything, or like a throwback to the day you did teach somebody new, so like how to ride, how to do all that stuff. And so we've had the opportunity to pass the handle to a lot of people, and we always love taking new people out on our boat who've never been before. And I think both of our favorite person we passed the handle to this year was our dear friend Sutherland Wyatt. He is the nicest, most positive person I've ever met. He literally has like a name every day. So like Marvelous Monday, Terrific Tuesday. He never has a bad day. And I talked to him about wakeboarding and he was like, oh, I'd love to try it. Like I've never been on a boat before. Like I would love to go. So we took him to Lake Powell and he got up his third try up, and like immediately after he got up, he's like, okay, how do I clear the wake? Like just wanted to progress so much, and like gets out, like starts ollieing on like the just out, I don't know, what is that called? Just
surface ollies.
Yeah, just surface ollies. And he was probably my favorite person to watch wakeboarding because he had the biggest smile. Like I feel like we're really happy when we wakeboard, and we didn't even come close to him. Like the biggest grin the whole time, and was just yelling "yeah" the whole time. Was just so stoked on everything. Mitch actually got a picture of him. I think he was cutting out to clear the wake.
He's doing a hillside cut and took a little spill. But while taking the spill, had a smile on his face the whole time. Here's a picture right here.
That's literally like how it was the entire trip. He made that trip so fun, and like still to this day will call us both. We go to school with him, and so we're not there right now. And we'll call us and be like, oh man, like I miss wakeboarding so much. I just can't stop thinking about it. I watch all these videos now, and like any video he sees and he loves it, like tags us in it, and he's like, oh, you guys will love this so much. And it was just so fun because like he's been like even more of a motivator for our riding this year, and like taking it back to the basics and just loving and having fun. And even if you don't land the tricks, like it's okay because you're wakeboarding. It's still so awesome.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts about Pass the Handle Day is the fact that like you never stop passing the handle, even to yourself. You always have people passing it back to you, and you passing it on to them, and in a turnaround way they're passing it back to you, and really bringing it back to the roots of what wakeboarding's about, and the culture of wakeboarding, and the family of wakeboarding. And so super grateful and blessed to have been passed the handle and to be able to pass it on to so many other people that come and ride with us all the time.
Our very last thing we want to say is a huge thank you to all you people who have given us positive feedback. We've gotten more positive than negative. Only a couple negative things. But we've had multiple people like come up to us. We've seen them around recently, and just been like telling us how much they love our vlogs. I just got a message from one of my old friends, and he was like, I love your videos, like I love your Snapchats, I love everything you guys do, like keep going. And just know like just little messages like that mean so much to us, because like wants us doing videos more often, because we love hearing that you guys love them, because we love making them. Like we have lots of fun making them, and Mitch edits every single one of the videos. I have no clue how to edit them, so big props to him. He does basically all of the stuff, and it's so much fun for us, and we love hearing that like it's also being a positive impact on your guys' life. So thank you to all you people. Hopefully you know who you are.
Big shout out to all our sponsors for Proteus Clo, Ronix, Marine Products,
Shishretsko, Julie Butt Suits.
Yes, and most of all, big thank you to our family and friends who supported us this whole time. Our parents, our brother, and all our friends. You know who you are. So, yeah.
This week is our competition week.
So wish us some luck and send us some love.
It's on Saturday, July 29th at Pineview Reservoir.
East side.
I think it starts around 9 a.m. If you have nothing to do, come out. It's a great time. Tons of vendors are there. It's super fun just to watch everyone kill it. And we hope to see you there.
Yeah. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Go like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you feel so inclined. Alrighty, guys. So keep it real.
Because anything less would be fake.
You.
Yeah.
Every day I spend my time drinking wine, feeling fine, waiting here to find the sign that